Varsity Young Life Vision Gala. Make some noise for yourselves. Make some noise for your table host or whoever invited you this evening. Make some noise for us. Make some noise for this space. Is it Park City? Is it Heber? Who knows? My name is Will Armstrong. I'm a volunteer leader for Park City Young Life. Next to me is my co-host.
Dude, good, man. This is just like the Oscars.
It's pretty dope.
Cool. Dude, we're the hosts. We have to do some roasts.
We gotta do some roasts.
Give us some crowns. That's a great idea. It's a good one. Mark Kimball right there. Give it for Mark Kimball, guys. He's a volunteer wildlife creator, owner of Fine Landscaping. Hey, Mark. What's it like being a pillar of the community and loving students and adults in the community, huh? You idiot?
You got it. It's so good. It's so good. I think I see Caleb. Yeah, Caleb Fine made it tonight. Caleb Fine, everybody. The superintendent. Yeah. The future principal for interim grads, right? The future principal for Park City High School, right? Idiot. Taking care of all of our students and administrators and teachers, making sure they just feel loved all the time, right? Running a top 10 school in the freaking state.
Good work. We got Shannon Michaelis over here. Shannon is like on every single board you can think of in Park City. She's also the team mom of like 27 different Park City High School sports teams. And she's taking a break tonight from cooking all that food, but they're all homemade, gluten-free.
Yeah.
Everybody's look at these pillars, look at these servants of the community, and just give them a good boo.
Yeah. Great servants. Speaking of servants, we've got our high schoolers in the back. And we've already got some complaints about spitting and name calling stuff. So if they pay just as much to be here as you guys tonight, so please, if you just treat them with some respect.
We understand they're kind of the worst.
No.
We're joking. We love our high school students. Give it up for that. They're doing great. I see it out there is your mother-in-law. Go tell her how you think her name was hot. Get her.
Yeah.
Roast her.
Yeah, I think that's where I draw the line. I mean, this is not why we're here. We're here to honor students and leaders and our community and board members that have raised $250,000 and gave our purpose to the young life.
That's true. Very true. Well, this is like the Oscars. There's lots of winners out here. We might give out some awards tonight. There's lots of winners. Derek Michaelis is over there. He won the first annual pretzel stick eating competition in Summer County. It was against his wife, Shannon, who, again, gluten-free. So it doesn't really count. Brian Strader is here. Give it up for Brian Strader. One of our coaches for the Park City High School baseball team.
That's right, first round bye.
First round bye, they won the region. Give it up for the baseball team. And over there we got Mayor Nan. I'm just kidding, Mayor Nan's not here.
We'll send it the link.
Oh, she's a winner. She's a winner. We love her.
Yeah, that's right. No, I mean, this does feel like the Oscars. I feel like we should give out something. We should.
Okay,
give an award.
For that, let's do this. Let's both pick a number between 1 and 328. So we randomly select something in the crowd, okay? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 37.
37. Okay.
Guess number 37.
Whoever guess number 37
We get
is.
guess number 37.
I got a Rolodex here. 36. Let's see.
Our first winner of the night. Other than Mayor Nan.
Wow. Matt Navarro. Matt Navarro. This is what you please feature this somewhere else. Give us feedback. Yeah.
Wow!
He's a winner.
Whoa, wow, this is insanely overwhelming. I'm truly honored. Although being the 37th guest is completely random, it's not random that I'm here. I cannot wait to celebrate all that Young Life Park City has done and will continue to do in our town. But what I'm most excited about is personally being involved in helping Young Life raise over $250,000 tonight. PCYL is totally worth my households, and for sure, all of you guests, your investment in this amazing mission. $250,000 is something I am personally considering writing. Are you auctioning off a puppy? It's such an honor to be here. Be generous. This is an incredible cause, and enjoy tonight.
Wow. I see all you Utah moms. If you need to get it, you got Bad Coke, and I got the big tumbler of Bad Coke. You brought your purse tonight. If you need to get it, you just talk to Matt. Guest number 37, wow. Honestly, nothing can inspire me more than that. We're gonna get the night rolling. I'm so excited. I missed out on the beach shore race. Yeah, let's go! Hey, I'm glad to see you. Wow! Well, give it up for area record Big Pages.
Drake, you're not hosting this year. I don't know if you saw that email.
Yeah, I was a little confused why you guys were up here talking to everybody and didn't see my desk.
I would explain it.
Yeah, this is awkward. This is really awkward, painfully awkward. But this is how it's going down this year. Maybe go talk to Allison, connect offline. She probably has some fun taxes for you. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I'm good with this. Couple things to circle up real quick.
Yeah, can we play that video that Ethan put together?
Guys, what? Okay. Man, you guys, I know you're being in charge. This is a big deal. I'm sure it's gonna go great, but have you guys mentioned the $250,000 we're trying to raise?
Yeah, we did. We just had the 37 cats rates up that we didn't want to cover.
Wait, no, guys. They need to know that this is a fundraising event. Dude, Young Life is like massively important in our town. $250,000 is the goal, okay? I know I've carried this Gala team for years, okay? I'm fun, I'm charming, charisma through the roof, okay? Are you guys gonna be able to do this on your own?
We can carry this. Have you seen those quads?
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Drake, why don't you go find Allison? I know she's got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so because I don't want to make this too weird now. So just turn around, you guys say something nice to me, get everybody to cheer for me. Okay? And then you guys will do a great job. Sound good? All right, let's do it. Ready? Let's go.
Give it up for our friend, mentor, all around good dude, best beard this side of the Wasatch, Drake Vegas.
All right. For real this time, we're gonna get the night rolling. It's gonna be a great night. This Gala has so many people here. Give it up for yourselves one more time. A lot of new faces, and some of you might be wondering, what is Young Life? So here is something to explain just that.
Young Life could be called a faith-based mentoring program for adolescents. But that sounds boring. And Young Life isn't boring. In 1941, Jim Rayburn knew that God wanted everyone to experience life to the full, even high schoolers. So he started Young Life. Since then, Young Life has branched into middle schools, colleges, and beyond in over 100 countries, all across the globe. For over 80 years, staff and volunteer leaders have been going to kids, getting to know and care for them, and inviting them into the greatest adventure of all. So, how does Young Life do this? It all starts with Young Life leaders. They go where adolescents are, whether track meets, coffee shops, or skate parks. Leaders care for kids on their turf, in their communities. They want every kid to have a friend and know that they're worthy of being cared for, whether they're interested in a relationship with God or not. Relationships are a foundation of Young Life. Leaders invite kids to Young Life Club, a celebration of relationships. It's a safe place to connect with others, where kids can be kids, a chance to laugh, have fun, and hear a life-changing story about God from one of their leaders. Fun is a foundation of Young Life. And if kids have questions about God and want to dig deeper, Young Life has campaigners, a small group of leaders and kids learning how to follow Jesus together by reading the Bible and talking about what a relationship with God looks like in everyday life. Faith is a foundation of Young Life. A few times a year, Young Life leaders invite their kids to Young Life Camp, a place designed just for them. At camp, kids can experience adventure, community, and consider who Jesus is, all while having one of the best weeks of their lives. Adventure is a foundation of Young Life. And Young Life isn't just for kids. Committee is a group of committed parents and adults, partnering with local Young Life staff and volunteers, investing in their community. Community is a foundation of Young Life. So, if you're a kid, Young Life is a safe place for you to be known and hear about the God who knows and loves you. If you're a parent, it's a place for your kids to be cared for and encouraged. If you care about kids, you can even be a leader and help change someone's life. So, what is Young Life? It could be called a faith-based mentoring program for adolescents, and a whole lot more.
What Young Life is. Let's hear from one of those ministries that's here locally, Capernaum. Please welcome to the stage, Meredith and Taylor. Meredith, Taylor, thank you for being here tonight.
Yes.
Meredith, I want to start with you and ask you a question. What is, for people who don't know, Capernaum, and how did you get involved with Capernaum here in Park City?
Yeah, for y'all that don't know, Capernaum is kind of a sub-ministry within Young Life, and it's all the joy and fun and love and silliness of Young Life. It's just tailored specifically to folks with different abilities. So it's pretty much the best thing ever.
Meredith, how did you meet Taylor?
I was hanging out at Library Park one day. We were playing Frisbee, eating popsicles with the crew, and Taylor came up with her family. They just moved here from Oregon, and the rest is history.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, clearly, I mean, I've seen it outside of tonight. You guys have a really special relationship. Taylor, can you tell me a little bit about that relationship? What do you and Meredith do together?
Me and Meredith sing rap, pop, country songs.
Anything else?
And we colored, and we play games, and we go to the movies, and go to parties, hang out with friends, make everyone laugh so hard.
Oh my gosh. That sounds like all the things I've done. Tell me, I know Capernaum Club is a big thing that you guys do. Tell me about Capernaum Club.
For Capernaum Club, we sing songs, hang out with friends. We learn about God's life story.
God's life story. I love that. Now, I've heard in Capernaum Club that singing and dancing and karaoke are big parts. Is that true?
Yeah, it's so true. I love singing songs. I sing songs for my room. I love singing songs with my friends and my family.
I mean, that sounds great. I love karaoke myself.
Do you think maybe Taylor should do some karaoke?
You know, the ballet line is going along, so I think we're kind of out of time.
People are speaking.
I guess so Taylor, just read from the screen, and DJ, do we have a song queued up? We have a song queued up. Get the song.
I don't have no joke for that one. Hello, what is your name?
Now,
Darnell. Where are you from?
Park City.
Wow, the Sunshine State. Give it up for Darnell. Okay, Darnell. If you could go skydiving to any place in the world, where would it be?
Switzerland.
Switzerland. I know you've been there. Okay. Would you like to choose this box or that box? That box. And we have nothing in there. Go direct your attention. Over there we have a London hot tub. Give it up for Will. Carrying that all the way over. Wow, what a win. What a win, okay. Last one, here we go. Get those tickets out. Do you love the raffle? Yes, okay, here we go. 8, 0, 6, 5, 1, 0. 5, 1, 0. Fun table. The fun table. Go and give it up for us. Here we go. Wow, we have this box and that box left. I wonder which one. Has it. Come on out. What is your name? Give it up for Casey. Casey, where are you from? Park City. Everyone's been from Park City. And what does she win? Do you want to choose this? Oh, we have something special just for you. Bring it on up. It is the painting drawn by her 6th grade son, Brooke Crawford. Go ahead, take a seat. Take a look off your feet. What's what? Do you love the raffle? Yes. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye-bye for now. Yes, everybody. Welcome to the Vision Gala. My name is Drake Fages, and I'm the area director here. And if I haven't mentioned yet, but I want to. Maybe tonight is the night that we get to do this. Okay. But since 1941, Young Life has been introducing kids to Jesus and helping them grow in their faith. Since 1941, started in Gainesville, Texas, Young Life has found and established itself into over 115 countries. Here in the United States, we're in every single state, which is pretty incredible in this short amount of time. What's also incredible is we have not changed the vision or the mission for Young Life. We introduce kids to Jesus and help them grow in their faith. And regardless to their response, it is our job as Young Life leaders to be friends with them for the rest of their life. Doesn't matter if it's like, you're crazy. Doesn't matter if it's like, dude, that's bonkers, like, go away. It's like, well, I'll see you at the football game, right? And oftentimes people say, so like, what's the strategy? The strategy is so simple, guys. We go to where kids are at. We go to where kids are at because it's exactly what Jesus did for us. He literally came down to earth to know us on our turf. So whether that's a high school, a middle school, whether that's a performance, a dance program, whether that's a practice or any school activity, that's where Young Life leaders go. That is where we find them. Once we build a relationship with them, we get to know them, we then invite them onto our turf. This place is called Club. It's a weekly event where we gather in somebody's home where chaos and laughter break down walls so we can, potentially for the very first time, share the gospel with them. Stories of love and hope and peace in a chaotic world where, hey, guess what? You just might be okay.
Once we have a relationship with them at club, then we can invite them into this thing called campaigners. Campaigners are smaller groups of students, similar age, gender, meeting before and after school, where we get to invite them in to make a judgment on their own, to open up the Bible, get to know Jesus for what it says in Scripture. And sometimes that's, I'm out now. But most of the time it's, that was so unique. When do we meet again? And we do all of this through adventure and laughter. And so we invite kids into weekend and summer camps, where they get a taste, an undistracted view of who Jesus is, and a life of abundance. At 26 properties around our country, and then also really amazing properties right around the corner from us here, we get to invite kids with Young Life leaders to see and taste what maybe a little bit of heaven is like, but what a life and life to the full could be. We do this, guys. We do this because we believe that real, authentic relationships work. They just do, guys. You guys know when you meet somebody who has your best interest in mind, you're like, I'm in. That relationship is just better than the other ones. That's what we do. Okay? Here in Utah, we have some pretty crazy situations. Utah reports the highest rate of clinical depression in the United States and prescribes more antidepressants than any other state. 73% of Gen Zers, and Gen Zers, y'all, that's for people who don't know, that's 12 to 27, 28-year-olds. 73% of them feel lonely. And 20% of those have had suicidal ideation. They've been labeled as the loneliest generation ever. We believe that real, authentic relationships solve those problems. They just do. So where are we at in Park City here, okay? Where's Park City Young Life at? There are 1,391 Young Life areas in the United States, and out of those clubs, only 3.7% of them are considered a flagship ministry or a flagship area. Okay? This is what a flagship ministry is. You have kids known by name, that's knowing students personally, involving them in things. You have kids showing up to club. You have number of leaders per ministry, campaigner averages, kids going to summer camp, and then numbers of clubs per year and campaigners per year. That's what a flagship ministry is, and this is where Park City Young Life is. Park City Young Life is legit, y'all. Park City Young Life, okay? Yeah. We know 26% of our school, our average campaigners, guys, is 75 students every week. 75 students showing up before school, 6 a.m., after school, in between sports, whatever that looks like. Park City Young Life is setting the standard for many areas within our division and throughout the country, okay? This is what we have done together. I do not want that to get missed. This is not a chance for me to stand on a stage for our staff to be like, man, look at us. Look how great our leaders are. Yes, our staff worked their butts off. Yes, our leaders are incredible and they sacrifice it all for kids. But this is what you guys in this room have built. Years of support, years of invitations, years of people investing in kids that they don't even know. Often kids they would never know. You guys have done that, so please give it up for yourselves. Please. So this is where we're at. 664 kids known by name. That's 664 stories that are incredible. I mentioned campaigners, 75 kids a week showing up. Guys, that is on average who shows up. That's not the 150, 200 kids that come. Right? These are middle schoolers showing up on Tuesdays at 7 a.m. and rolling 30 deep. This is impressive stuff that's going on. So thank you for being that. This is where we're at, but guys, this is where we're going. I don't like looking at this slide because it's 1,995 storylines that we have no clue. Could be walking around hopeless. The stats that we see, meaningless. Nothing in front of them. My goodness. That's where we're going. And here's how we're going to get there, okay? how we're gonna get there is this. We need to start an internship program. We're starting our Park City internship program, which is 1 to 3 of some of the most legit in our country that we have been recruiting, that'll come here, that will learn, that will work, that will be moving towards that number. Learning about ministry, learning about how to do ministry well, staying safe and secure in ministry, and then employing them. Sometimes right back into our town at the end of that, or somewhere else. Maybe Salt Lake, maybe Heber Valley Young Life, where we're starting. In 2 months, guys, Heber Valley Young Life is starting. We have everything to do with that. We believe that this cost is going to cost us around $55,000. That's pay, that's housing, that's giving them the opportunity, the equipment to go forward. The other way that we're going to get there to reduce that number down to 0 is that we need to increase our volunteers from 20 to 36. We know that on average, a leader, for us to retain and to put into the best position to meet kids where they're at, to enjoy the spaces and to be involved, so we know that it costs us around $2,000 per leader. And that money, right, if you look at that, that's a significant cost that's coming down the pipeline for us. This is how we're going to do it. You guys here may be going, wow, that's really fun. They seem like they like kids. I don't know. Seems like a lot of work. We have rewritten the script of what it means to be a leader. So if you're sitting in this room and you love Jesus and you love kids, and you've had this thought of like, maybe, hey, if you got an afternoon where you can open up the Bible with middle school girls, guess what? You're a young life leader, right? Hey, if you've had a thought of like, man, I could just show up and I can show up to my kids' games, man. They're in middle school now and it's picking up and it's crazy. Hey, guess what? You're a wildlife leader. Go with intention. Go with intention, connect with our team, connecting and introducing kids, because that is how we get to the 1996. That's where we need to go. There's also 9 churches represented in here, guys. There are 9 different churches. And what we believe in Young Life is we believe we have a great tool. I think we have a great vehicle to go after students. But what we need is we need the churches in this room and Young Life to align simple things like discipleship. If there's a kid who's disinterested and will never go into your building and will never come to Young Life, how do we go get them? We go to them. We march in order. We take that disinterested kid and we move them into a potentially interested kid. But you'll hear later tonight of how that works and what can happen because of that. That is our job in our town. That 1995 guys, those aren't Young Life kids that we need to go after. Those are our kids. Those are the kids that we need to work towards together. Okay. This feels good. I got the stage again. I got your attention. I cannot wait to figure out how.
Well, guys, like Drake said, Young Life is about adventure, building relationships with students through fun and adventure. So, if you see your name up on the screen, come on up here, come on! Don't be shy. Here's what's going to happen. We have 4 couples up here. It's going to split into 2 couples versus 2 couples. A competition of sorts. Okay, they're going to go Rochambeau Classic, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. The winner will run and grab one of those boxes on the side. Each team has a stack of boxes. They grab one box, you're going to bring it up here, and start building a puzzle out of those boxes. There's something to build up there. Something really, really cool and beautiful, and you're going to love those boxes, I promise. Okay, that's what's going to happen. They lose, you're going to go to the back of the line. Next 2 are going to come up, rock, paper, scissors, and then we go until one team finishes building their set of boxes. Does that make sense? Are we ready to have some energy, crowd? Come on. I need energy, I need cheering on, I need elbows thrown, I need cocktails thrown. I'm just gonna go to that. I see Bob Miller's suit jacket with all the toucans on it. We cannot get that dirty. Okay, people back here, are we ready? Are we feeling good? We're going rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Losers go to the back, winners go grab a box.
Guys,
Does that make sense?
There's a box of
If you lose, go back in line as you start. Are we ready?
And it's going to be rapid fire. Whoever, if you lose, you go to the back of the box.
Okay, let's hear it for this team over here. Let's hear it for that team over there. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it. Team captain, anybody? Maria, come on up. Maria, what was important out there for your team?
Collaboration, teamwork, commitment.
Give it up for this team. Our winners are going home. With Ellie Hansen, varsity, and my backpacks. That's me and every single MF club member just worrying about the rules too much. What can I say?
Just more athletic boxes.
But I wish we could keep these boxes up here.
Yeah,
It's a confidence builder, I'll say that. Hey, well, I'm doing great. What do we got next? I mean, I hope this night never ends.
Man, I wasn't even running, I'm sweating.
I'm sweating.
I feel the energy. Well, I'll tell you what, Park City Young Life is focused on reaching those middle and high school students. But that mission only works with the whole community behind it. And so we'd love to introduce you to some of the people who make that possible.
That is right, so please welcome up my friend and soon to be yours, Mr. Pete Jones. All right, give it up one more time for Pete Jones right here. Love that. We're gonna take a seat. Take a seat. We're gonna take a load off our feet. What? You heard a little bit. Some of you know. All right. So we got Pete up here. Pete, you've been connected to Young Life in Park City for a while now. Can you share a little bit about that journey?
Yeah. Thank you. It's an honor. So actually, I'll tell you a little bit about my journey with Young Life even before Park City.
When I was in high school, I was a club kid. I got a chance to go to camp, and then volunteered after my junior year at a camp, summer camp with Young Life, and then continued on in college. I was a volunteer leader in Texas, and then when I moved after college up to Utah, I was actually a volunteer leader for Park City High School. So I was able to do that for a few years. And then got married and stopped being a Young Life leader directly hanging out with the kids, but joined multiple different committees, the local committee and then a development committee that my friend Rob Anderson, give it up for Rob out there. As our kids got into the age of being a middle school and high school kids, we had a chance to open our homes up for the campaigners, the early mornings, and the clubs. But through that all, we were giving financially from the very beginning because we really believed that this is a place that the kids have a chance to go that nothing else offers.
That's awesome. Give it up for that real quick, please. So you mentioned giving. There are a lot of places to give. A lot of stuff to do with your funds. Why invest specifically in Park City Young Life?
Yeah, great question. We've had just a great time getting to know Young Life here locally, but my wife and I love giving globally. We love giving nationally to great causes. But really when it comes to the opportunity to see the direct impact of our community, not just the kids, but also our kids' friends, and then all the other adults that have been impacted so positively, that's really been something that we've been able to think that this is the right place to use the funds that we've been given.
Gotcha. Okay, what would you say your biggest takeaway from your and Jenny's consistent investment in Young Life is?
Gosh, another great question. You're killing today. Well, we've really enjoyed supporting this ministry and seeing these lives change, but I will say that since our boys have been able to attend Young Life and just the opportunity for them to connect their faith. By the way, I grew up in Texas, and it seems like there's a church on every corner, and everyone's a Christian or something, I don't know, but when you come to Park City, it's a little bit tougher to explore your faith. So when our boys got to be the age where they could start attending the Wildlife at junior high and Young Life in high school, man, that has been such a significant impact on them and just a huge part of their faith journey. So very appreciative for Young Life for that.
Awesome. Give it up one more time for Pete Jones, everybody. And this is the award show. If we bring it up, this little award's nice. It's nice. Put that somewhere nice. Give it up one more time for Pete and Jenny, everybody.
Next up, we have a real treat. She's not just a parent, but she's a Park City Young Life board member. Please welcome to the stage, Kathy Lynn. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Kathy, how did you get involved in Young Life?
I was first introduced to Young Life when I was a freshman in high school and went to a weekend camp in North Carolina. And camp was the first time that I heard about God's love for me and that He wanted a relationship with me. And after that, I jumped into Young Life. I went to club, campaigners, summer camp. I volunteered and worked at a Young Life camp one summer.
Wow.
And my leader was a really big influence in my life in high school. Just a really positive, showed up all the time, and just was a big part of my life. So after that, I decided to be a Young Life leader myself in college in Durham, North Carolina, and God used Young Life to grow my own faith while I got to lead a group of high school girls and care for them and build relationships and be part of their life. Now I'm a mom of 3, and my oldest, Caden, is in 7th grade, and he's been going to Wildlife for 2 years now. and I am on the board.
Man, yeah, and we love your kids too, they're incredible. You're on the board, you mentioned that, for Parks and Young Life. Tell me what your role is, what that means.
So my role is the donor care, and so that means that I partner with our staff to know and care for all of the households that give to us so generously. And what that looks like is writing thank you notes, helping plan events, and just helping staff keep all of our donors up to date on everything Young Life. But other positions on the board include helping with our individual ministries and fundraising and caring for leaders and staff. We also have someone that oversees our finances and helps manage our accountability to be good stewards of the donations we receive. And I think I can speak for all of the board for why we do it, is that we're a group of adults who really deeply care for kids in our Park City community. We've all seen the tremendous positive impact that Young Life and the leaders have had, and we just want to be a foundation of support for the leaders and staff.
Wow, thank you. As a leader, now parent and board member, can you tell us a little bit about how that has shaped your family?
Young Life has impacted my family in so many ways. For me personally, I still to this day attribute a lot of my walk with God and my relationship with Him and my faith back to when I was in high school and those experiences in Young Life, to my leaders, and to the experiences I had leading kids in Durham when I was in college. For Caden, middle school is hard. It's a really transforming time in kids' lives, and it has made such a difference for him to have Young Life leaders show up and just care and invest in him. Campaigners, he absolutely loves going to campaigners. Every Tuesday morning, a group of 6th and 7th grade boys get together. They have breakfast with their leaders, they learn about the gospel, they build deeper relationships with each other, with leaders, and he's grown in his faith immensely from this. And as parents, Chris and I appreciate so much how these leaders are caring for our kid. You just appreciate that there's other adults in this community that care for and invest in your kid. And I think at the end of the day, we just all want to know that our kids are cared for, feel valued, and have a sense of belonging. And Young Life has given that to him. And all my other kids see this, and they want to be a part of Young Life one day. Young Life makes God fun, and it just makes kids feel valued, seen, and encouraged. And it's just so special.
Wow. Thank you, Kathy, for saying that. Please give it up for Kathy one more time. Chris, please, thank you, appreciate it. And guys, we have a little something for you for the mantle.
All right, so now we've heard from volunteers, from staff, from parents who donate to and support Young Life, but truly, we really are all about students. So check this out. Give it up for that.
Guys, Young Life is about one leader going after one student and watching what God can do with that relationship. To show that a little bit better, please welcome, one, my wife, and two of our student leaders, Morgan and Jonas, as well as my co-hosts.
One more time for these guys. We got Jonas and Morgan up here. Let's get to know you real quick. So what grade are you in? What's your deepest, darkest secret? How did you originally get involved in hip hop? And skip the middle one.
Yeah, I'm Jonas Miller. I'm a junior at Varsity High School. I went to wildlife. My parents made me one time. I didn't like it. My brother was a junior. He would have been in high school, and I was a freshman. He started making me go to Young Life. I liked it. I mean, after a few times, I think, getting to know his friends, they kind of influenced me, led me into a better spot. And it was good. I liked it. And Young Life, we have like Zion, which is a fall weekend. Yeah. So that's where I met Ethan. He was my leader at fall weekend. That was a few years ago, and then last summer in Malibu was the first time I really got to know him well. More of a friend, yeah.
Is there anything specific about that week that you liked?
I mean, Malibu was incredible. The people were so inviting. That was one of the best weeks of my life for sure, and our captain was great. I got to know all those guys super well, super deep. Ethan as well.
My name's Morgan McBride. I'm a senior at Park City High School, and I started coming to Young Life because my best friend Mia is back there. Hi, Mia. She invited me to club on a random Monday at Al Sepidin's house. It was in her basement. And Emma was actually speaking that night. She was doing club talk, and that was actually the night I started believing in God, which is pretty cool. It was the first Young Life I had ever been to. The environment of Young Life and everything about that night, it was just so different and it was so special.
I love that, Morgan. Do you actually remember the first time we hung out? This is kind of crazy. So as a Young Life leader, typically it's me texting like high schoolers, like, hey, do you want to maybe get coffee sometime or hang out? Maybe this could be cool. And I got a text one day and it was from Morgan, which y'all, this never happens. I never get texted first. And Morgan texted me asking if we could hang out. Do you remember that?
I do remember that. And you picked me up from the high school after school one day, and we went to the Park City Gardens for 2 hours. And we got coffee, and we talked about everything from my love life to my family, just everything about everything, and it was awesome. And I feel like that was the day that we really got close and became friends.
Love that. Okay, so you're both, Morgan and Jonas, student leaders for Wildlife, which is our middle school ministry. Jonas, can you tell us a little bit about what that entails?
Yeah, so we're student leaders. We'll show up to some random person's house every other Thursday. We'll get there at 6. We'll eat dinner. We'll pray. We'll talk over the club, whatever, and then kids will start showing up way too soon. They'll come in. They're always going crazy, saying something insane. You literally never expect it to come out of their mouths. We just kind of keep in check, just sit in the crowd and make sure they're not just keep talking, but it's been incredible just to get to know these kids on a deeper level, because they're a lot different people outside of school,
Any specific kids you got to know?
Yeah, so I've got, a few weeks ago I was thinking, because there's a 6th grade guy, Murphy. I was talking to him, and I just was thinking in the back of my head, I wonder if he thinks, if he recognizes that I'm trying to meet him while I'm being led by Ethan. And it just kind of made me wonder where he's going to be, when he's in high school, he's an upperclassman, what he's going to be doing.
So you guys are in high school, right? And so you guys go to high school camp, you go to high school club, campaigners, small groups, all on your own. And so what was the difference when you decided that you wanted to, instead of just going to Young Life, becoming a leader like Ethan and I? When do you think that was the big difference?
So Emma asked me to be a wildlife leader this summer. We were at Malibu, Canada at summer camp, and she asked me to be a wildlife leader. And I knew I wanted to, but I was a little scared, but I was mostly excited. And the most special thing about Young Life for me is our small groups in the morning. We got up at like 6 a.m. every Friday and meet at either Jaden's house or the Bagel Den at 6:30. And that really made me want to give back. So now every Tuesday after school, me and Allison lead 8th graders. That's us. Hi, Catherine. And it's so much fun. And actually this past week, we usually only go till like 4 p.m. But we were just so invested in like talking about the guys they like, talking about the Bible, and talking about just like questions they had and stuff. And we stayed till past 5. Oh yeah, and it's so funny. Every time I hang out with them, they ask me to pray for the huzz. And if you don't know what that means, that's the guy they like. Pray for the huzz. Pray for the huzz all the time.
Real stuff, real stuff. Jonas, how about you?
Yeah, campaigners have been super impactful in my life. I think it was 3 weeks ago. I mean, we meet at Wasatch Bagel way too early, 6 in the morning, 6:30. Get up at like 5:45 in the morning. It's egregious, but you know, we'll get there. And we didn't have school like a few weeks ago on Friday, and there 3 guys showed up. We were there for 2 hours talking about like one single topic, and we got like incredibly deep on it. I got to know those guys super well, and I think moments like that kind of make me realize, or have made me realize that like my voice has power and can influence others. Seeing my brother do it has been super impactful on me as well. But that's kind of how I realized I could do this, you know.
Any specific events in the recent past you've been a part of?
Oh, yes, Band Madness. So, Band Madness, they tasked me to lead the 7th grade guys, which is basically each grade will set up one guy to compete head-to-head against every other grade. Every grade has a leader. I was the 7th graders. So me and 3 guys, I choreographed the dance. I've never done that before. And surprisingly enough, we made it past the first round, which was the lip sync battle. They threw Reed a curveball with country music because I've seen his playlist and there's no country music. So we got out, you know, and we did not win. There's like 8 rounds. But I think the real win was hanging out with those 3 guys, getting to know them super well, outside of school and outside of wildlife as well, you know, just in person. Will.
Can we give it up one more time for Jonas? So Emma and I are standing up here because of our Young Life leaders, John Mueller and Whitney Johnson. They invested in us years ago, and these, Jonas and Morgan, these 2 stories just represent, 2 stories of what's going on across Park City Young Life right now. It's leaders pursuing students, students who are finding hope and faith and then are moved to act, to make a difference right now, despite their age. Not despite their age, but because of it. Because they understand their influence, like Jonas said, their voice, for their friends, for their family, and just in their school in general. But like we said, these are just 2 stories or storylines taking place at Young Life Park City right now. Students like Morgan and Jonas are all in. They want to make an impact in this community. From our adult volunteers, who you've heard from tonight, to our 6th grade wildlife students, there are people who are making legitimate impact in Park City. They're chasing after authentic relationships, and we want to highlight some of those people. Parker, Meredith, Sawyer, Wyatt, Jameson, Riley, Gavin, Audrey, Will, Easton, Sawyer, Rowan, Hannah, Paige, Brett, Anna, Crew, Gentry, Luke, Ford, Jaretzi, Crew, Carlin, Will, Bennett, Elle, Stephen, Liv, Justice, Caleb, Liliana, Lexi, Krista, John, Bodie, Allison, Eva, Peyton, Kim, Lola, Will, Mia, Max, Drake, Evelyn, Rob, Jackson, Elise, Levi, Lauren, Mark, Rachel, Haley, Reagan, Derek, Charlie, Eliza, Mia, Ben, Ian, Ava, Christina, Matt, Sydney, Ruby, Elsie, James, Sunny, Emma, Ethan, Morgan, Jones. Guys, this right here is who we are. This is what you guys have allowed us to build. All of these people, multi-generations of people, from 6th graders who've been inviting their friends and encouraging them, like, come, it's not as weird as it sounds. To adults who are walking up to high schoolers saying, come, it's not as weird as it sounds. Guys, this is what you have done. Multi-generational impact. You heard it from Emma and Ethan. I mean, my 2 in-laws and my dad all met Jesus through Young Life at 3 different camps the same summer. And now I'm here. This is generational impact. And that's what we're here to do tonight. This is who we are, guys, but I want to remind you that this is where we're going. 1996, kids unknown, okay? So tonight, we have to raise some money. Our annual budget is $430,000, okay? $430,000. Tonight, we are trying to raise $250,000 for Park City Young Life, okay? The rest of that budget gets filled by monthly donors that have already been established by many of you. It's through other fundraising events, whether it's a former golf tournament to now pickleball tournament, and our, I mean, it's taking a craze, a lot of Achilles injuries. But the rest is then raised through campaigns, one-time gives, end-of-year campaigns, and things that we do. But tonight, it's about $250,000. You may not go home, and I'm sorry, you may not go home with like a flashy vacation this year, and you might not go home with like the latest gadget or things like that, but what you are doing and what you are building and investing in Young Life Park City is going towards more than just a building, because we don't have one. We don't have a big overhead. Your guys' investment in Park City tonight is in building people. And that's what we do. That's where we go. It fuels the mission to make every kid have access to a leader to feel known and seen and understood. And more importantly, known and seen and cared for by the King of the stinking universe. That is what we are doing. So, tonight, you guys have these cards. You guys have these cards. I want to have our table hosts and those packets. You have these cards. I'd love for every single person to grab one right now. Grab those cards, okay? And here's the deal. Don't pass those pens out yet, because I have a couple things to say. Hold on to those pens. But once you get that, I want to see it come in the air. Put it in the air just so you're with me. Put this card in the air. It's an envelope. Gosh, it's designed by a couple of professionals. Go ahead, put those cards in the air. Come on, let's see them. Okay, now let's hear them. Let's hear them. Oh, music to my ears. It is hot. Do that. So good, okay? And I'm going to walk you through this. So before you put that down, before you grab a pen and you start looking into it, I'm going to walk you through some of this. So on the left side of your card, you have an ABC. ABC are going to be your one-time gifts that we would love to receive tonight. Your A is going to be the ones that you could write a check or give a credit card or a bank account number. That's something that you'd like to give tonight. B is going to be something that maybe you're considering, hey, I got to move a couple things around. I really like these guys. I want to do this, but I need about within 90 days. I want to figure a couple things out. But this is what I'm pledging to give
tonight over the next 90 days. And then your C is what we call a promise gift. This is a promise gift that you are like, man, I'm in on this. And over the next 12 months, this is what I'm going to commit. Your B's and your C's give us the opportunity to sit and dream with you. What is it about your vision, your purpose, your mission on this planet? And then how can we put that into the fold here in Park City? So that's what that is. In the middle section here, your reoccurring monthly gifts. You may be like, oh my gosh, monthly gift, I'm in. Or, oh my gosh, I already give. Hey, you can up your already existing monthly gifts tonight, right here. We're doing it for you, okay? So what you're going to do with this is you would fill in, and here's an example. We would go with a dollar amount, okay? So I'm going to give $100 tonight. I'm super stoked. This is incredible. And then I'm going to go over here to the middle section, and I'm going to go $200 a month, okay? And then you'd fill out the total, $2,400 in that middle section, okay? Some people ask, which one's better, a one-time gift or a monthly donation? I say both. Oh, do both. Let's do both. But why this is important that we have that total amount there is that we have had some generous people, our Young Life Board, families like the Lyles, the Lanes, the Michaelises, the Engels, the Stouts, the Sepidins, the Williamsons, and the Besh family and the Howell family. They have come together and they have brought up a $75,000 matching gift tonight. Okay? Yes. Yes. Thank you to our board. We have decided as a team that any gift of $1,200 or more, and that's $100 a month commitment, okay? Times 12, $1,200, okay? Will be matched up to $75,000 tonight, okay? Incredible stuff. But if you don't believe me that people in this town want this ministry to move forward, to grow, to reduce that 1996 number, this morning, unplanned, phone call from an anonymous donor who said, we're going to throw $50,000 on top of the $75,000. So we have a $125,000 matching gift tonight. And so guys, we have work to do. We have work to do, and I'm so excited for that. People want this to happen here. You may be thinking now, okay, hey, I got a plan, I want to do it. How we're going to move forward is this. You could go. You need to put in all your information. If you're Matt Navarro, you can put $250,000 on the line tonight. We want all of your information. If you think we already have it, guess what? We may not. Put it in there. Let's get that dialed in. You can give by credit card right there. Fill in all that information out. You can also do your banking and doing all the kind of crypto stuff. You can do that here, okay? But then you might be thinking, oh man, I don't just like write checks anymore. I want to give from stock or a DAF or a giving fund. What we're asking you for this is like, hey, I really want to make some waves here. We want you to write that down in B or C, and then just make a note. This is coming from our DAF or from our giving fund or a stock gift, and we will make sure to reach out to you to figure out the best route for you to do so. Does that make sense? Okay. So how it's going to go now? Pens can be passed out. And we're going to do something a little bit different tonight, okay? I'm going to give you guys 6 to 7 minutes, quietly-ish. And I would love for you guys to consider jumping in and investing in Park City Young Life tonight. So we're going to give you 6 to 7 minutes. We're going to play some low music. And I'm going to encourage you. I'm going to encourage you to sit and to pray. And you could ask the Lord what He would have for you and your household. I don't know what that is. I have no clue what that is. I don't know if this will bite us in the butt. But we're going to give you the chance to sit, maybe chat with the person who brought you, say, hey, what do we want to do? And I say that you take a couple minutes to think and to pray on it. And consider partnering with us, okay? So I'm going to pray for us.
Oh, he's praying for us.
It'll be a little bit quieter in here. We'll have some music playing, okay? And then when you're done, you're going to take those envelopes, you're going to pass them to your table host. Table host, you have that bigger envelope. You're going to pass those to your table host. They'll put them in the big envelope. And table host, you're then going to put it up in the air, and we'll have somebody come by and pick it up from you. Let me pray for us. Thank you guys for all that is ahead for Park City Young Life. Lord Jesus, you are so good. Thank you for this room. Lord, may your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. We love you, Lord. Amen.
Is it recording? It is recording. Oh, sorry. I'm going to take a picture real quick. Okay, 1, 2. Okay, all right. Bye, good night. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
you want to designate that gift to UT20 or Park City Young Life on your donor advice fund if you wanted to do that right on the spot. Had a couple people come up and ask for that. So we'll give you a couple more minutes. Just keep in mind, table hosts, you're just going to put those envelopes in the air when everybody from your table has put that in. We'll have somebody swing by and grab that from you. A couple more minutes, y'all. Special people up here. Ethan and Will Armstrong, our hosts for the night. Thank you guys. So good, so good. I'd also like to welcome up our staff. Emma, Allison, please join us. Thank you guys. Allison Bowman, everybody, the queen of the Gala. These people can be doing literally any other job in any other industry, and they choose to do this. It blows my mind. I'm the dumbest person in meetings, and these people truly think through every aspect of what we do with intentionality, and every time we sit and chat, it's why. What is the point of doing it? This event or this meeting, why? And it has to go back to the basics. Are we introducing kids to Jesus? And or are we helping them grow in their faith? And these people, I kid you not, would crush any other industry, but they're choosing to do this here at Park City. So give it up for our staff.